Hey guys, this is Team 2 from CS506. Our group members are Abhinav, Ikena, Neil, and Sonali. As we promised in our proposal, we've created a platform where donors contribute to recipients. Our core features are the landing page, the recipient page, a donor page, an edit page where people can edit their profiles, a browse page where they go through each and every donation, and an admin page where the administrator of the website reviews donations and vets users. We also have an order and cart feature which we have implemented. We've allowed people to upload multimedia to describe their donations, and we've also added a search and filter donation by category feature. Um, Other additional features are a floating carousel and a couple of Ajax forms. We've allowed the administrator to enable and disable users. We've rendered a default image if there's nothing available, and we've also got a review orders feature which allows the administrator to vet orders. So now I'm going to go over the installation guide for our project. So the first thing that you need to do is that you rename or you create a variables.env file with your environment variables like vsetup. You can rename it or you can create it with the same contents. That's up to you. After that, you just need to run a yarn install or npm install to install our dependencies. Then you seed the database and you're off to the races. So now here's our application starting up, and there we go. So when you come to our platform, based on whether you're logged in or not, you reach a landing page. So if you're not logged in, this is our introduction page where you can sign up or you can log in. You can sign up as either a donor or a recipient. We pre-select your role for you, and after that, once you enter your details and you sign up, you can log into the platform. And now I'm handing off to Abhinav.
Okay, so now I'm logged in as a donor. So once the donor is in, he can see the donations that are already present in the system, and he can go to the his donations page. That if he has created a donation, he can see it there, and then is the profile page where he can just work on updating his fields. So let's say I just do this, and I just want to update my first name and my last name. So that's done. So after that, when user makes a donation, so we have a link when a user where user can go and create the donation. So from here, I'll hand over to Ikana, and he can talk about the donation creation thing. Ikana.
Hey guys, I just want to talk about our donation feature here. So what we decided to do was that we created a feature for donors who can come here and donate things that they don't need anymore for the needy. So one of the things here we do here is we fill out all this information: the donation name, the description, the quantity, the region, the zip code, and we can upload multiple images. We do have strict validation for every input we select. Things like zip code must be up to 5 digits. And now, we did not restrict our users to select just one image, but you can select multiple images. And yeah, just exactly that. It says make it 5 digits. Yeah. So the way we did that in order for us to store our images was using some npm packages like Malter and Cloudinary, which saves the image on Cloudinary, and we save the URL into our DB, and it shows us everything about the donation. Yeah. So if you go to the donation now, you see everything on a database here. You go under images, and it will show you all the links here, which links to Cardinary. So I switch back to the donation profile now, and it shows the description of every single thing. You can edit the donation. You could also delete the donation if you want to also. Now I want to switch back to the address. So the address now, we have a feature for users now. We change the state of the address. Right now, it's asking us to create an address now. We can go ahead and create the address. As soon as we finish creating the address, the state changes from creation in the access to update the address. So we're going to go ahead and select some cities and states. And we to bear in mind, we have the same validation for inputs and zip code. It must be 5 digits also. So now the states just changed. Now it's asking us to update the address if we want to. It's reading the file, our input from our database. So now we're going to go ahead and update. Now I'm going to switch over now to Solani.
I'll talk about the recipient user. So I'll log out and log in as a recipient user. So on the when recipient user gets logged in into the system, at that time we can see the he gets redirected to the view donation page where he can see all the donations that are available in the system. So these all of these donations are approved donation by the admin. So if he wants to put order for any of this donation, he has to click on the donation. Here we can see all the information that is available for the donation, and he can use plus or minus icon displayed over here to add or remove item from the cart. And once you start adding or removing the item, he can see that the quantity is getting updated. Also on the top right corner, we can see that the items are getting added into the cart. We can add multiple donations into the cart. So if I'm going back to the view donation page and selecting some other donations, so this bed, and I have added two beds, so I can see that the total two items with five quantities available in that particular order. Also, as you can see that we have displayed the quantity of the donation. So here the in stock is the quantity that is available to the with the donor. So when recipient places an order, at that time, once the order gets confirmed by the admin, the in stock quantity gets updated based on the latest available stock that donor has. So here you can see that by clicking on the place order button, user have placed the order. You can see the status of the order over here and the quantity that is added by the recipient into the order. He'll explain about the admin users role.
So admin, I'm just logging in as an admin user here. So let's see what happens. So new page is going to come up. So yeah, when an admin is logging into the system, you can see that there are a lot of links on the left hand side where he can review the donations that have been there in the system and created by the new donors. And also there's a link which says review orders page. So on this page, admin can come up and see what all orders have been placed in the system in the past few times, and he can just go over the listing and he can just approve it or reject it from this links present here. So as admin confirms that the order is confirmed, and they can just go ahead. The recipient can talk to the admin or the donor, and they can just talk about the delivery of the item. So also there's one more link called review donations where the admin can come up and he can check what all new donations have been made. And same way there is a carousel where images, he can just check in the images from the index page. And also if he wants to see some details, he can go into the page and you can just go over here and just see the donations. So from here you can see there are two links, so reject and approve. We have provided the accessibility to the admin to reject or approve from the show page as well and from the index page as well. And also we have provided accessibility to admin to edit any donation made by any donor. So admin can make any change to this. So let's see, I'll just quickly put some new images if I can. So I'll just pick up this image and I'll update this. So the donation will get updated. So so now we can see admin can also create a new donation, and if he wants to donate anything from the system. So I'll just quickly hand over to Sonali, and she can talk about the user enable and disable function and the rest of the application.
So admin can visit the view users page where he can see all the available users that are present in our system. So admin has an access to enable or disable a user. So that is basic activate or inactivate user. So this feature is provided so that if there is any user who is misusing the application, then admin can just deactivate that user and that user won't be able to log in into our system. So when we click on this, we can see that the user is disabled over here. So along with this, we have also added about us page, which states or gives a basic description about what our application is. We have also added terms and condition page, where we have just listed out few terms and conditions. We have also added this feature where on the landing page user can see the most recent donations that are available in our system. So here, when user clicks on the view all donation page, user gets redirected to the view list of donations, and user can also search items from here. But if user wants to add those items into a cart, user will have to create an account, and only then user will be able to add those items into a cart and place an order for the donations.
So we have a function for admin then where he can just go over. I'll just quickly log in again as admin. So while reviewing the items, when there are a lot of donations in the system, it can become very intimidating to the admin user if there are a lot of donations. So we have provided a feature where admin can just filter the item based on the state. So he can just see the donations that he has already rejected before or approved before, and submitted the donations that are submitted right now. So
We've got a feature for the admin to be reviewing donations, and there he can filter out donations so that he's not left with this huge list which can really run into hundreds of donations. He can filter it based on the state, whether it's submitted, it's rejected, or it's approved. The other feature is any user can come to the view donations page, enter a term here, say he needs a chair, and he gets a list of chairs. If there's something that's not in our database, we just return no donations found. And that's it. That's our presentation. Thank you for your time and attention today. And thank you, Professor Hill. Thank you to all our TAs. And thanks, Abhinav. Thanks, Sonali. Thanks, Ekena, for a great project.